Now, in May, President Ramaphosa announced the government's intention to release 19,000 prisoners, and this was to alleviate overcrowding in correctional institutions and arrest the spread of COVID-19. The Correctional Services says 2,280 prisoners have so far been paroled in the last 30 days, and efforts to ramp up the releases are currently underway. To discuss the progress so far, we're joined on the line by Singabakho Nxumalo, Correctional Services spokesperson. Lovely talking to you, Ntate Nxumalo, once again today. Perhaps let's find out more about the prisoners who have been paroled. Who are they as far as age is concerned? What type of crimes have they been sentenced for?
Very good evening, and thank you for having us. When the announcement was made about a decision to consider placing on parole a classified low risk, the process was explained to say it is not open to everyone, but only those whose offences are not considered to be violent, meaning it does not benefit people who are serving sentences for murder, robbery, and other offensive or serious offences. So the process has been more internal in terms of setting up a system, getting the case management committees back at work, the parole boards back at work, and preparing those profiles. Why it has taken us a bit of time to sort out our internal channels was that we have to make sure that we do not place out people who do not deserve to be out, meaning we have to make it a point that the system is watertight. We have to make it a point that we don't place a person out only to realize later that the risk is still much higher. Hence, then it's been like that. So now we're at a stage where the parole boards will be considering more inmates, so we're likely to see the numbers increasing.
As far as gender-based violence is concerned, it's not murder, it's not rape, it is assault, gender-based violence. Have any of those prisoners been paroled?
Gender-based violence is considered to be one of the serious offences. Then those people will not benefit, same as those who are in for sexual offences or it could be rape. All those people will definitely not benefit from this dispensation.
There is a fear from the general society of recommitting of crime and re-offences by those who've been released. Now, granted, it's a really tough time economically in the country right now. There are some people who don't even know if they're going to have jobs. They are being retrenched as we speak. So it's a really challenging time economically in South Africa. Are you not then positioning these parolees for inevitable failure? How are they expected to earn a living in an economic climate that is not conducive to them finding employment readily, at least?
When people are in our facilities, they are with us not only to serve their sentences, but they are also armed with relevant programs which will then assist them post-incarceration. And when we also place them out, one of the things that we do is to check whether there is a support system which will in a way buffer their vulnerabilities, which may push them to go back into the life of crime. So you balance all those factors. But more than that, when we place people out, we engage with the family and the community to say they've got to assist this person to adjust to a normal life, and also assist this person to secure employment where possible or even to start a business. Yes, currently it's not easy starting a business due to COVID-19 and other economic challenges, but at least the support system must be there. Hence, it's even taking us this long to place people out because we have to get on with this, and that risk level is definitely reduced. And we continue to work with other structures and our stakeholders to say how best can we go in terms of assisting ex-inmates so that they start to adjust and they don't go back into the life of crime. Hence, then our corrections officials must also monitor them. So whenever we pick up that there's a risk that this person may relapse, unfortunately that person must be brought back into the correctional facility.
The primary reason for the early release of the prisoners is to prevent the spread of COVID-19 within South Africa's correctional services, and this in an effort to obviously decongest the prisons. Now, we have known that the prisons are heavily overcrowded. How much of an impact will the release of these 19,000 prisoners actually have on the overcrowding problem that is currently being experienced? There are some quarters that are saying it's going to be minimal.